I wanted to share an experience that I had yesterday that Tati really helped me through. And it's in regards to fear and the movement practice, being a practitioner and engaging with fear. While I have my official practice, yesterday we were swimming in the pool, and there's one area that has always brought up fear in me, and that has been in regards to treading water. I was always terrible at it as a child, and yeah, I can tread, I can do it, but it's very interesting because as soon as I get into the deep end and I just have to stay there for a prolonged period of time, all of a sudden this entity that was labeled and diagnosed inside of me called Tourette's syndrome comes alive. All these tics start coming up, and I just feel my physiology shift, my heart race, everything start to just come alive in me in that sense. And no part of me wants to do it. No part of me wants to engage with that. And so I don't, I don't tread. I don't want to do it. I'll swim, but it's like, there's a part of me that I don't want to do that. And upon taking on the idea or the mindset of being the practitioner, becoming the practitioner strives to move beyond his or her likes or dislikes. And so I recognize this, and still there's a part of me, as I appreciate what Ido says, I am a work in progress. Right? I am a work in progress, and the part of me that is a preference doesn't want to engage with that, right? And so Tati's like, let's tread, let's do it. Just after we practiced our dives and how terrible I am at diving, she's like, let's tread. And I was like, I don't want to. But you know what? I did. And she challenged me along the way. She was like just giving me the questions that a practitioner would ask themselves, right? That I was struggling to ask myself. Like, can I slow my heart rate? Can I go a little stiller? Can I just use my egg? Can I soften my legs? Can I soften my arms? Right? Just these certain questions. And through that, I was able to engage with the fear and just encounter it and have a relationship with it. And I think this is just such an important part of the practice. Like I said, I have my official, but it's important to create unofficial practices as well, to begin to engage with parts of yourself that can lead to greater self-discovery, and especially something like engaging with fear, I think is an important part. So I just wanted to share this little experience that I had because it was impactful for me, and maybe you can find areas in your own life where there's this character, this entity in yourself that comes alive. I'll call it Nick, right? That's just what I've been called my whole life, and what I think myself to be. So where these characters come alive in you when you engage with certain aspects of life, right? Whether it be something as simple as treading water, going in the water, and my sun sign, for all you astrological folks, is a water sign, is Pisces. So that's interesting. I don't know, but yeah. Where can you discover these places, these threads of engagement that bring up fear, and how can you bring the practitioner mindset of wanting to engage in those things from a place of discovery, wanting to learn something new about yourself. So not just to be a better treader at water, but to discover something new and learn about yourself in that process as you get better at that. And I think something important to add on here to that is that now that I've had that experience of being in the water and encountering that fear and feeling it somatically in my body, and that's why I think it's so important to have a physical practice rather than just going about things mentally, conceptually, right? Like the fear was there, the mind, the idea was there, but I was able to feel it and be with my body and dance with body and mind. Like I said, it's important to have the physicality behind that so we can actually tap into that experience and feel it. Now that going through that, now I can actually choose, and I have a greater ability to choose to want to engage again. and find out again and see what else is there. So I just wanted to add that little bit.